Hello, and
Wow.
welcome back to the BOE Entertainment Podcast. This is the BOCast, your number one favorite podcast you've ever listened to.
Favorite.
We are your hosts.
Ooh, favorite. No, I like favorite.
I'm your favorite baby.
Be my favorite this
I'm your little favorite.
Be my favorite this Valentine's.
You want a
baby.
beverage?
Be
I
my
can be your
favorite
favorite.
tonight.
I could be your favorite.
Could be your
Yeah, be your favorite.
Yeah,
I
there
like
you
that.
go. Okay.
I like
That's-
favorite.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
favorite's
that's my
nice.
favorite bae. Is my
Yeah.
I
favorite.
can be your
Right.
favorite, baby.
I can be your favorite baby.
Well, that's just favorite.
I said favorite. Damn, my mind is out of whack.
Yeah,
today.
whatever.
That's all right.
Well, we are your hosts. I am Philip Beavers.
I'm Nick Bradshaw.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Moore.
For some reason, I can't hear Kevin at all. Talking to me
Oh,
again?
nice.
Am I recorded? It was all
Oh,
that
no, there you
content
go. No,
just
you're
gold-
good. No, we
gone?
got you.
Okay.
We got you.
It was all lost to
You
time.
know what? I said
Well-
like my full government and my social, but it's okay. I guess nobody needs to know.
Yeah. Speaking of government, fuck.
Yeah.
What a week.
God damn it. Right?
Yeah.
Started.
God damn
Don't
it.
even get me started.
You know,
We're
all
gonna
those
just-
jokes that we made along the way just really don't hit as well.
I was looking
anymore.
back when that episode ended up posting on Wednesday, the day after. I was like in here in the office uploading.
You know,
And I was just like listening, and it was just like,
No.
Look
I
at
mean,
these
at least we
guys,
didn't
so
say
hopeful.
anything too
No, we didn't-
crazy.
we didn't
so
say
full
anything
of
too
desire
crazy.
and hope.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that fucking kills me. We didn't even say, "Oh, it's gonna happen." Oh, we're gonna have this happen. This is the future. Like, I'm not gonna say anything yet. That's fear. That's all
Yeah.
fear.
No,
we
100%.
have. Mhm. And honestly, I think that it is all fear right now. And that's all I have to say about
Whoa.
You know,
Be
my
scared.
mom turned 70 in January. She was decently older when she had
Shouts
me.
out to Rob.
Yeah, shouts out to
that.
Rob.
Big old 7-0.
I'm really sad that there's a very strong likelihood that she will probably never see a woman president in her lifetime now, you know, which is
That
a
is
really
very
difficult
sad.
pill to swallow. I also want to point out, I know that I've told both of you individually, but somebody pointed out some things that Trump is going to be president for. And
Oh, yeah.
it really hurts me.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
the 250th anniversary of the country in 2026, the next moon landing that we're going to have that NASA has planned, I believe, in 2027, the World Cup, and the
Oh.
biggest one, the one that hurts the most, the Olympics in LA in 2028.
American
He gets his
soil.
own
He gets
Reich
his own
Olympics.
his own
His own Reich
1936.
Olympics,
He's getting his own Reich
Hitler-esque
Olympics where we get to
Olympics.
put flags with his symbol on
And
there.
I can't wait for all the
I
black
bet I have a-
athletes to
Bro, and it's
just
gonna be Trump
Hey, I
supporting
bet I can
America.
guess what
8.
symbol he'll be using.
He's going to be going
Draw
out.
it.
He's got like what 7 months at that point by the time the summer rolls around because it'll be
2028.
4 years. From
Oh yeah,
now.
he'll be on a victory lap.
Yeah.
In the Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2028.
I mean, absolutely insane. So
the last 4 years
it
have
was
been
just
amazing.
disappointing.
Time to top it
It
off.
was weird to go to school the next day and talk to the kids.
Yeah.
Some of which were like, "Fuck yeah, he won."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You voted
all right,
against your best
cool.
interests.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're children.
Well,
they
they
don't
can't
have a
vote. They
vote.
can't
What
even
kills me
vote.
is their fucking parents voted it
Yep.
against their best interest.
Yep.
And what I also fucking hate hearing is because we teach them like predominantly Latino school,
Yep.
a lot of advice that parents have been giving their kids are, all right, make sure to bring your passport to school. Make sure nobody, so you have proof. That's fucking horrifying, especially since my
Yeah, it's
mom
really
also
scary.
fucking said that. Like, that's just why
scary
am I
time
having
to
to
live
carry
in.
my card around me to show I'm an American citizen when my
Do you
parents are
have your
citizen?
papers?
And I am, yes, I have my papers.
Do you
Look,
have your papers?
Ik
Yes,
liebe bin
look.
Paperson.
yes, they're up to
Ik
date.
liebe bin Mason. I think we just said I
Okay,
am a
officers.
paper.
Yes, this is very good. Yes, what are you talking about? I just got my passport renewed like 2 years ago.
Sees him.
What?
Sees
And
him.
quite literally,
sees
like
him.
that is an unfortunate reality
What?
that so many of my cousins had to deal with during his first round of
fucking
presidency
terrible.
when coming into the country just as like tourist.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just like,
fair
all
enough.
right, well, you're coming in. Why? I was like,
I just want to
Want
check
us?
out.
I don't
wanna
know,
see
why
my,
not?
I want to see my family. It's like, sure you do.
Yeah.
And
family.
yeah,
Oh,
really.
you want to
Yeah,
see them?
Me too.
You sure you don't want to stay with them?
Yeah,
Just
no,
like
dude,
that-
so
no, I
many, and
don't.
also fuck you, Latinos who voted for Trump. I'm so fucking sick of you all. So fucking sick
It's
of you
so
all for
crazy
so
to me,
many
man.
reasons.
It's
so
so great.
many reasons.
So I would go on TikTok and like all the TikTok lives of people and like all just like non-white people, the red hat, the American flag, and the the digital background, like the green screen behind them, and they're just like, convince me why you're not a moron, libtard. And you're like,
Well,
Dude.
at least I didn't vote for
What?
somebody to
Hey,
be
man.
taking rights away from
Ye-
what I needed to get into the country. So,
I mean, like-
that's a start.
well, but also my thing is like,
You voted for a whole
you'll
new set of
never
rules.
be one of them. Like they'll
Ugh.
never accept you.
Dude,
That's the whole
so
thing.
hard.
a
So
big club.
So
hard.
say so
You're not in
Myron. I don't know if
Mhm.
it's from the Fresh and Fit podcast.
The Fresh and Fit?
Do you guys know who Fresh and Fit podcast is?
Yeah, of course.
They are fucking
think so.
garbage people, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you.
Oh, God.
What they look
I
like.
really hate these two. Yeah.
These guys are scum.
Yeah.
They're scum. These two idiots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, they're actually idiots. I hate them.
They are like the guy on the left here, Myron. He straight up like relates himself to white supremacists.
Yeah.
Okay. You seen what he looks like?
Yes.
What's your point?
So he goes on to X. And X has these like audio spaces. I don't forget. I think they're called Twitter spaces or like
Yeah,
X
I think they're
spaces or
still
whatever.
spaces.
Are you trying to say that men of color can't be whatever they want to be,
Even a
including
white man?
racist?
Yeah, they can't. I mean, that's the
Hey,
that's
I'm a band
the
of color and I
whole
identify
joke
as a
that
white man.
Chappelle
including
made.
bigoted.
The Chappelle show talked about this.
Oh, what? You're saying I can't hate myself?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right.
I
cool.
can't
Yeah,
vote
and it's
against
like-
my best interest,
Sure,
and I
yeah,
can
yeah.
vote for an economy,
Whatever.
which I don't benefit from unless
Which, like,
I'm a millionaire.
A few years ago was the thing that Kanye was talking about. Was like, you know, we've gotten to the point where like people who aren't white can be whatever they want to be. If I want to be a Republican, I can be that. Even if it is against my best interest, I can do whatever because I'm
Mhm.
allowed to do that. And it's like, yeah,
You
you're
can.
you can
You can.
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. So this guy Myron goes on to X and gets into one of these audio spaces, and it's fully white supremacists. That's like the name of the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And like these guys who are in there are like, you know, Deutschland, father, you know,
yeah,
whatever.
actual Nazis.
They're for
actual
real.
actual Nazis
It's
with
not
like
for the meme.
88
Yeah,
in like
they're
lightning
real.
font.
And like
Yeah.
also like not even just like values that align yourself to like white supremacists and Nazis, actually literally
Actual
naturally
Nazis.
proud about
Yes,
that.
and like
we'll
like
stand on
meeting
that.
every week to go, what should we do next?
Without hoods. That's the crazy part.
Out in the open, saying the quietest part out loud in the loudest voice. So he goes into one of these spaces.
Boo.
He goes
I
into one of these
fucking hate
spaces,
that.
right? And he's basically like, yeah, totally agree, fellas. We're all one and the same. And the guy who's like running and like owns the space basically just goes like, hey, Myron, like we appreciate everything, but like when we get our country back, you understand that you have to leave too, right? And he goes, bro, shut the fuck up. Like Myron's like, dude, shut up, man. Stop with all that bullshit. And he's just like, first off, don't fucking speak to me that way.
Mm,
Slur.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And Myron's like, bro, fuck
That's
you. Like,
crazy.
you're not gonna do shit, blah, blah, blah. And like other people start chiming in and are like, no, Myron, like, you can't be here if we get our
yo,
country
that's
back.
insane
When we
that
get
he
our
went
country back,
into a
you
space
can't
and
be
said
here
that.
because you are not us. And it's like, he's still gonna support them. He's
Mhm.
still gonna vote this way because it's
Oh,
controversial and gets
totally.
him views and it's his part of his like brand or
Oh,
whatever.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, did we talk about the
But
whole
it's like-
Sneeko thing yesterday? Oh,
Yes.
it didn't happen. No, because
my God,
literally the day
Sneeko.
after,
No, yeah, the
world
Sneeko L.
internet's most famous cuck Sneeko literally got on the cover of the Wall Street like Instagram for the whole day. And was just
Babe, can you and your friends stop making some sweet, passionate love? It's
Quite
really loud
literally,
on my
if you,
stream.
if you
Yeah.
know Sneeko, you
Babe.
know
Oh my
Sneeko
God,
because
fuck you,
he's
Sneeko. Hey,
been on record
no problem,
talking about
Sneaks. No problem, Sneaky. No problem, Sneaky.
No, I think it's
I'll
like
be
this. I
going.
think it's like
It's all
this.
good.
It's from the. Hey, babe. Yeah, I'm going to the rally. What? I'm going to the rally. Yeah, no, you and Mark like do whatever. It's fine. Like I'm letting you know. I'll be back in like 4 hours or something like that. Okay.
Oh, hey, thanks, Sneaky. I appreciate you giving us
Yeah.
a house.
Yo,
to
bro,
ourselves.
could you
Yeah,
pick up
thanks again
Gatorade
for
on your
that.
way back?
Yeah.
I'm fucking thirsty as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. Of
Yeah,
course,
no
know
problem.
Dude, I just love the idea of
All right,
the
I love you.
headboard thumping just the entire time.
He's like, I love you. All right, bye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Waiting like.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
just
no,
email
that's
me.
not
I'll
gonna
be back
happen.
later.
They're doing.
But
They're
like,
busy. It's
just
fine.
immediately,
In the
like,
middle
I
of
hate
whatever they're
Sneeko
doing.
so much because he is like, I don't know how you get to the point of self indoctrination where you just are willing to let yourself be publicly pissed on and like big spaces. But
Humiliation
Nick
king.
Fuentes, he goes on like his lives all the time. Literally, one time Nick Fuentes was like, for he says like the craziest shit. It was like, oh, look like we have some national averages for IQs, and what do you know? The lowest is with black male African Americans. That shit is that's Nick Fuentes, and I don't fucking know where you got that data from. I know it's not like a peer-reviewed study, but the second he says that, Sneeko is just on stream going
mention with his content.
Sneeko's just celebrating like, yeah, that's me. Why would you do that? Why would you go on air and support that and say that you're actually the stupidest guy in the room? Biracial and newly Islamic. So
very
make of that what you will.
Brother Sneak.
Then he can't be doing
Brother Sneak.
Also, it's a little late. But
I mean,
it's a little late.
Do with that as you will. Also, do with that as you will. I ain't got no horse in that race. But
far
actually,
right to Islamic grift is kind of crazy.
It's crazy, especially since like what
it's
I'm
not
thinking
the usual
about
pipeline.
No, it's
as
not.
we've talked about.
When he went on stream with Aiden Ross, they literally did. Okay, Aiden, you're gonna come to a temple with me, and I'll go to a temple with you. And they got to see their own sides. And it was the most uncomfortable like shit I've seen in a long fucking time. Because Sneeko is just like doing his bullshit of, yeah, this is how we do this. You have to wash up. You have to be ready for the prayers, which as a newly converted to Islam, like it feels like you still have learning to do before you can really go on live and start lecturing what other people should be expecting of your own cultures. I feel like somebody who just recently joined you should be doing a lot of learning, but that's just me. But then to go to like Aiden Ross's Jewish
on average, the races have different IQs. And so on average, Asians have the highest IQ, and on average, blacks have the lowest IQ.
Baruch, Atah, Adonai, Eloheinu, Melech, Haolam, Asher, Kedishanu, B'mitzvotav, Mitzivanu, Laniach.
I got a buddy who's a massive friend of yours. He wants to say, massive fan of yours. He wants to say a quick hello.
What's up, bro? How are ya?
I haven't even seen this.
Of course, man. You gotta make sure that we, keep this Shabbat going. Last Shabbat of the year.
Yo, we're gonna make Sneeko an honorary Jew just for the night, okay?
What does that mean?
So crazy.
I hate that cuck with the, like every single cell.
Welcome to
our
family for the day, and it's like,
yeah, don't call me family.
Yeah,
we're not
call me
family.
Like, you know what? I didn't want to call you family anyway.
You know
I don't
what?
Know
actually,
who the
fuck you for
will
sure.
be there for
God
Sneeko in
damn.
the end. But goddamn,
Literally.
I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for anybody who has to end up with that guy.
Damn, that's
Fucking
so crazy.
It's fucking upsetting just to see, like, you don't have to like identity politics is not something I agree with totally. I think that it's important to have representation for everybody, but like to sell out like so many of your born qualities and pretend like they don't fucking matter when that's how you're treated on a daily basis, that's gross. Like,
or just that your personality or accomplishments or your dedication to these ideals and beliefs are going to literally save you from the ravenous band of bigoted assholes that are happy to either throw you out of their country or literally string you up into a fucking tree. It's
the
like
history of it.
Ants aligning with the magnifying glass. I don't understand that. Like, why would you go and publicly say, yes, I'm going to support this when it's not even like the disillusioned sort of like 1990s, early 2000s idea of like racists trying to, get the token representation from people. We're not even talking about like a Candace Owens type of thing going on Fox News. This is a level where they're saying to you into your face, when we get our country back, just that alone, the ideal that you are what is stopping this group of people from claiming what is rightfully theirs because of your identity, who you are, all that sort of thing. You're not allowed, like, you're going to be thrown out. The clout chasing has gone to such a degree that your own well-being does not matter beyond. It's like the same thing with that fucking kid, the YouTuber who died street racing. And I'm not trying to like equate loving fast cars with like, selling out your own like race and people. I just mean in the sense that you're so obsessed with the view count, with being on the front page, with having these people, whether
Mhm.
they hate you, love you, it doesn't matter, just being seen, heard, felt like you are making those waves. That's way more important than either wearing a seatbelt or voting in the right direction that might create change for, your community and stuff like that. It's just, I think this is why so many people are disillusioned with politics, because the voices that our voices in general basically are doing this insane shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like from what's it called? Like Tucker Carlson with his show all the way to this kind of bullshit. And it goes on both sides. It's just crazy.
There's
to
a
me.
there's a phrase that people have been using that's like a famous quote for what happened basically, and it's like the trees voted for the axe because the
Yes.
axe convinced them it was one of them since its handle was made of wood,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day.
which
I
is
was saying
like
that to y'all.
very poignant.
Yes.
But
Yep.
like,
I mean,
but-
you've been on Instagram, you've seen it.
so there's shit that's already been happening in response to this election win, and then I think we should after this move on from it just because
I agree.
it's
Yeah, we have other
incredibly
stuff to
depressing to
talk
think
about.
about,
Yeah,
and the
I-
what ifs will send you into the deepest debate, like
Yeah.
abyss. So
we
like,
don't have
no
anything
thanks.
to say about it. We just have the feelings
Yeah.
that we want to
Yeah.
share.
But there's been some responses already. There's a man named, I think I'm gonna get it wrong, but I know his first name was Angel Angel, but
He was Latino, wasn't he?
a Latino man
Ugh.
was threatened
you,
by his white
Latinos.
neighbor
Mm.
by
Latino
saying, "quote
Trumpers.
We don't tolerate
You
your
can do
kind
better."
around here." And Angel goes, "I literally voted for Donald Trump," and the guy was like, "I don't give a fuck," and
Doesn't
then he
fucking
called
matter.
ICE on his family.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You did that to so many people. You deserve it to happen to yourself. I'm so sick of like it makes me so mad that there's some Latinos that feel that way.
Mhm.
Just
So-
to understand the privilege that you have
Yeah.
and to not like
It's
help
interesting you
others
say that
with
because
it.
that's been a big thing that people are talking about. Because a lot of Latinos are just like, "Dude, I hope it happens to you then, because if it happens to me, I'm gonna freak the fuck out." Like, and some people are like, "Oh, you can't like resort into like also wishing harm against people because then it further divides." And it's like, I think people are allowed to be pretty upset for a while and say some crazy shit.
You already
If they're
did the
not
harm.
actually like contacting ICE, it's one thing, but like you are allowed to say whatever the fuck you want to say. I thought the whole thing
Words
was free
make
speech.
No difference.
Yeah.
Action makes a giant
Yeah.
difference. You are the one who brought ICE into the conversation
Yeah.
if you voted for Trump.
Yeah.
And there's a lot, it's really complicated, but when it comes down to the Latino identity, yeah, I'm a light-skinned Latino, and I've definitely had privileges that a lot of other Latinos didn't have, but I would never strip it away from another one. Like that's the most selfish and the most white fucking behavior you can do as a Latino.
Mhm.
And you're not white.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like immigration by itself is already contradictory to the essence of the United States, but whatever. The other thing is that there was a post on TikTok from a girl who was like, "Oh, my dad just came home because their company is diverting Christmas bonuses. There will be no bonuses this year because they have to anticipate and buy stock ahead of the tariffs that are going to come in. So they're using everyone's bonuses to buy it's just stock up on just raw materials and
Yeah.
manufacturing materials."
I don't know how anyone thought it was going to go any differently. I mean, when we were the world's
basic
biggest
economics.
economy, then okay, yeah, sure, you can, throw your weight around on the economics like global stage and pretty much set the pricing however you want. Say that if you want to do business with us, the only superpower left after World War II, this is how it's going to work.
Yeah.
But now that we're not the largest economy anymore, and there are other sources for moving economic goods, the only people who are going to see any effect by tariffs are going to be the end user, the
Mhm.
consumer, the
Yes.
person who is buying the product. So whenever I see people posting about like, "Oh yeah, it's time to be tough on China again, like we're going to get back to where we were in 2017 with," dude, like, look, I'm a capitalist. I've said this multiple times on the podcast. I'm not saying in some way that business should not be good. It should be. The economy should be, thundering and all that other kind of stuff. But if you believe that tariffs are the answer to inflation, you just like fundamentally do not understand how economics works. And that shows the fact that while Trump might be a billionaire, he the money was not made by his like wit or wry investment strategy.
Well, look
Clearly,
at his business
like
past. He's had like a
yeah.
dozen bankruptcy.
Well, but I'm not even
filings,
talking
and it's
about that.
like-
Just
So
the
many
money that
business
has been made.
failures.
Because look, like I don't subscribe to the whole thing that he's like absolutely broke. He has money clearly,
Yeah.
but like
Mhm.
of the business strategies that even worked, that wasn't you, man. Like
It wasn't
you were the face,
and-
you were the name, you were the family like establishment that gave it
A
some
lot of them
legitimacy.
were
but-
also they're lies.
Yeah,
like
a
a
lot-
lot of
and
his
still,
estates,
even that, a lot of
of
them
his
are
estates are
lies.
still overinflated. Like
Yep.
he said that like
Oh, yeah.
Trump like apartments in New York. It's been a while since I've read this, but during his like trial, they were like actually assessing how much he's like worth. Not a lot. So, like, actually, I think
yeah.
it was closer to a third of what he reported, like his actual
I
property being
fully
valued
believe
at
that.
in
I
terms
fully
of like
believe
the
that.
property and what he's built and the quality of the buildings that he made. Like a third of what he reported is actually what he's worth.
Mhm.
So I don't even fucking know how much he's worth. Like the dude lied so much.
Yeah.
He probably isn't a billionaire. He probably like shouldn't just flaunt that because he has a reputation of one, which
Yep.
it's a great
Get
lesson.
ready
if you act like
for,
it, you can be it. Well, guess what? You're not gonna be able to act like that anymore.
Yeah, be prepared for market volatility for sure. I mean, look at his past presidency if you don't believe me. Like, yes, there was job growth and everything like that, but as everybody's always talked about, the economy takes about 3.5 years to actually catch up to policy that's put in place. So a lot of the problems that a president deals with if they're not going into a second term are usually inherited for those reasons. So like, yeah, just, be ready. Be ready for your
Yeah.
investments to have some great weeks and then some not
Mhm.
great weeks, depending on what the president of the United States decides to put on Truth Social that week.
God,
It's ridiculous.
stocks
Yeah.
are gonna be so rough.
Well, I think the final thing for our political analytical, what is now,
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty
Yeah,
much
sure.
what it's
basically
turned
just like
into.
if you're feeling despair, like you can't do anything, like you're just stuck, stay local, think local,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do everything you can for the people around you in the immediate vicinity, and then slowly branch out from there because you're one person at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
So just help small businesses, shop local, think
Yeah.
local, go out to your parks, look at municipal events. You take your friends there, go to like bars that are owned by people who live there. Stimulate your own economy if you want to feel like you can do something. Go volunteer at like a homeless shelter or like find out if there's any kind of trash pickup days or something. Like organize.
Mm-hmm.
As
Stay
has
local. That's the
happened-
best you can do as an individual and with the people around you to feel like you're actually doing something. Because at the end of the day, I come from Houston, which is an incredibly blue area, blue city, and I work with a nonprofit in Houston. I know that even though we're the energy corridor and we have all the headquarters of the major energy companies in Houston, we're still also one of the most environmentally friendly cities that is out there. So there's things you can do to organize and be good to your community that actually matters in your immediate day to day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's
do
no
the best that you
cavalry. No cavalry coming.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to
You got some
save
time.
Wait
yourself.
for somebody else to make the difference.
Yeah.
You actually
Yeah.
have to be
You
a part
gotta
of that
do it.
change. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not just reaction, it's
No.
investing in the future. And I think that was a really good way of putting it, especially in terms of environmental.
Yeah.
Anybody who's
Mhm.
actually scared about the future, think about if you're actually doing work to make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
In other words, Mark Jacobs is the very first guest editor in Vogue that's ever happened.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Who knew?
Makes sense. Mark Jacobs
Love
for
the
Mark
dude.
Jacobs by Mark Jacobs.
Such good branding. And then him and his nails recently. I love it.
The best. I love Mark
it.
Jacobs.
Yeah, I do. You know what? One thing that I also like about Mark Jacobs is he does put a lot of respect on where he gets his inspiration from,
Yeah.
especially when he got like some, and not even like when there was like a lot of criticism, just when people started to like start saying shit about his nails. Is like before it gets out of hand, want to say yes, I love these nails, and a lot of it was inspired by Black women who do them. So he is. I don't want to say he is the most progressive person. There's not really a progressive person in fashion, but like when it comes down to somebody who's a little bit more forward thinking, I like Marc Jacobs, and I really do like that Anna Wintour, that gorgeous fucking skeleton that she is, gave him the ability to have an editorial, and I fucking love it. I love it. I think he did a great job with that cover page release.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
interesting world for the fashion news. It looks like a lot of shit's gonna be changing.
Nice.
I'm interested to see what else is changing. Anybody else have anything topical that's been rubbing themselves the right or the wrong way?
Well, so actually, I have one. An underwater photographer recently took insane pictures of a whale's eye.
Oh, I saw those. Yeah,
dude.
Yep.
Close up of the whale's eye is incredible.
Oh my god,
Unbelievable, bro. And I got this from a screenshot, so it's not even at the highest quality.
Yeah,
But dude,
that's
I
incredible.
mean, look at the center of the eye.
It's not
It's
there.
Unbelievable, man.
It's just a giant iris. You need to have so much room to see anything because they go fucking deep. There's not a lot of light down there.
No.
Like half the time I'm wondering,
But just
what the
look
fuck
at
are you looking
the
at?
tendrils and the symmetry of this, like it's a universe inside
Mhm.
of their eyes. And
Oh
like,
yeah, and you
the
can fit in there.
skin, yeah, you could probably fit in there actually.
Mhm.
Just like the skin, the folds around it, the way it looks is like unbelievable. The blue, like thin halo ring
Yeah.
of the
Do you
iris.
think do you think that whale got blinded because of the flash?
Ah, fuck, dude. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if there was flash, is that what's causing the blue ring, or is that he's in shallower water, maybe
I don't
facing
know.
up,
That's
so
a
the
good
sun is coming.
question.
I don't know.
I don't know. When it
was
comes
thinking
down
of
to
that
whale
myself.
biology, I'm not an expert, but I know that blue is a very, very important color.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave
I
it at
mean
that.
the reflection. I was thinking the same thing of like whether that blue ring is there or not. I mean, they could have used some flash. It looks like from the bottom of the eyelid that there is a light source coming from, unless they
Yeah,
are
right.
above water, which I guess they could be as well if they were breaching. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that blue ring is actually there, but it's a
Right.
beautiful photo.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's crazy though.
incredible.
But yeah, I saw that today and I was like, this is one of the craziest
Freaking
fucking things I've
gorgeous.
seen recently. Did
How
you?
deep,
Also,
how
speaking,
deep would you go into the ocean?
pretty deep. If
Yeah?
yeah, I would have
Would you
gone
do
down
the
with James Cameron.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck you.
100%. I would have gone.
Okay,
down.
what if you went in a submersible?
Bro, at this point in my life, I'm 27, right? And at this point, I would rather die doing something cool as fuck
Would you do
than
Titanic?
being like, I'm gonna play it safe and die at 80 in some shitty home and not remember any of my friends' names. Fuck that.
But would you go into the Titan?
The Titanic one?
Yeah.
No, I would not have gotten into that thing.
Well, kind of contradictory.
I said something cool as fuck, not something dumb as shit.
They're historic.
No,
Yeah, you're right on that. It is dumb as shit.
that was a fucking.
What
like,
if they let you?
aerosol
What if they?
paint,
What if
like,
they let
spray
you
paint
do the
can.
controller?
Huh?
What if they let you?
Especially
use the
not. If they're
controller?
willing to give me the controller,
Yeah.
absolutely not. You guys are morons.
Why would you give it to me?
You
can
don't know
pilot
me.
it on
Like,
this
Yeah,
one.
no,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna let
do
you
it this
pilot
time.
it.
you seem capable.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Have you ever played Tony Hawk? You got it.
Yeah, we said everything to the Tony Hawk.
We
trick
mapped out the
combos.
controllers.
Yeah. You ever played Street Fighter? Ooh, okay, yeah, give me the controller then.
Yeah,
Wait, what
never
happens if
mind.
I kickflip?
Wait,
this
wait.
thing?
What's your
Don't do
Whoa!
that.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah, you just do the
spin.
Konami
do
code.
that.
Just,
That's the issue. They did the
what is
Konami.
it?
They actually did the
tilt,
Konami code at
Yeah.
the
and then
bottom.
the yoke is this way.
Oh, like pitch, roll, and then yaw.
What's the yoke?
Yeah.
What?
The yoke is the
Yoke is
handlebar,
the
right?
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
the actual handle
flight
itself.
control.
No,
you know
it's
what's
not.
fucked up? Shane Dawson's last name is actually Ya.
Shane Dawson, yeah.
No, Shane Ya.
No.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's all well and dandy, but no thank you, actually. I've decided that no.
High
thank you.
def Jupiter pictures.
No, so they also
What are you
NASA
looking
came
at?
out with some crazy pictures of
Oh,
Jupiter,
Dude, that looks so good.
which is like, bro,
I'm so hungry
are
for that.
you serious?
I would eat that.
That's look at that's Van Gogh.
Planets. Yeah. No, planets fit inside that.
Apparently, also I saw
Insane.
an article, and I could probably look it up if we want to, but I kind of
Oh,
don't
those
want to.
gases,
I'm
it's
just gonna kind
gorgeous.
of paraphrase what I saw. Apparently, Van Gogh's painting method and the way
Mm-hmm.
that he was drawing air or something is like actually how nature moves. I can't remember if it's in air currents or it's like water currents or something, but the way he had painted apparently is like 1-to-1 how nature moves in this one particular
Interesting.
There's a shape that I know what you're talking about. There's like a vortex shape that wind often travels along that Van
Yeah.
Gogh just happened to actually sort of match. It looks like two
Yeah.
number twos kind of like put together.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting when it comes down to a lot of architecture too. They take a lot of inspiration. There's oh god, who was the one who Spanish designer designed Casa Batlló, Gaudi, I think. He has a lot of inspiration from nature, and a lot of that inspiration that he had actually turned out to be like based in math and reoccurring patterns that we see in nature. Yeah, like Casa Batlló was inspired by the ocean and aquarium. Oh, that's awesome. I wanted to do exactly what you just
I
did.
don't know what just happened, but
I don't know. We're going in deep. Phil is using a monitor right now, so
I'm using a big ass TV as a monitor.
We're looking at a screen. Really good shit for our podcast, but we'll put it up there. You don't need to know about it.
Also, I found it. Physicists from China and France analyzed the painting's swirling shape. By the way, this is Starry Night from Van Gogh. Analyzed the painting's swirling shapes and compared them to patterns found in turbulent flow using a mathematical theory called Kolmogorov's theory of turbulence.
Oh, Kolmogorov? Yeah, good guy.
Kolmogorov.
It's actually Kolmogorov. You got it.
Dude, fuck off. But apparently the way that his Starry Night moves is exactly how this turbulent flow moves. And so he like nailed it off the eye. Like just
Dude, some people are fucking built differently. I really don't know.
You know what I learned like 300 years ago? Not even, maybe not even. Like there are still even like some undeveloped like tribal villages where the people can just tell you which way is north at all times.
Yeah.
Like our human minds used to just know the cardinal directions.
Dude, they don't have left or right. They only work by the common directions, and it works by the way that they like walk through a given environment.
Yeah.
They assign the cardinal direction to memory, and then basically using where their left and right foot are planted, they just have sort of like a compass in their head. It
Like
doesn't have
that
degree
is
marks.
awesome.
It wouldn't be able to tell you like, oh, we're 240 degrees, so like it's north west, but they would basically be able to say like oh, we're standing here. East is that way.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
Nick and I watched
so crazy to me.
that Ancient Alien show.
No, y'all did with Action Bronson?
No.
Remember, what was the one?
No.
The History Channel
the
one?
actual, the actual
the
one.
OG.
Oh, God.
What was the one of the lines that he said? That it was literally something as simple as where he was like,
lines. That dude was
if
fucking
aliens
awesome.
are real, then it would mean that some alien theories are real as well. And it's like
Not true.
Awesome.
No, but
Wait, I
even
love
more
the
than that,
logic.
it was like the
Insane
type of thing-
assumption.
Awesome.
Well,
It's
one of
like-
us got it right, huh?
Wait,
Like,
my favorite part about that is
no.
you're a museum curator. What happened when you went back to work
Go
the
back to
next
your
day?
If we
fucking
What happened
prove
when somebody saw, I was like, hey, I saw you on TV. Are you serious?
if we prove
actually
that
believe
there
that?
is no God,
You're my boss.
then the only conclusion to be made is that God is not
Made.
real. And we're just like, but that's exactly what you said. What do you mean?
Yeah, the
There's no
way that they
greater
work
conclusion that's
themselves
been
around in
made.
circles are awesome. My favorite part is just like ancient societies could never. They didn't have the intellect. It must have been aliens. It's like
You're gonna
maybe-
tell me that the
Oh, Joe
Mayans
Rogan
built
talked about
pyramids?
this recently where he was just
What?
like, no, there's
With
too much
whose help?
evidence of these massive
You think that
civilizations.
indigenous people could build that?
With whose help?
Okay, buddy. Good
With
luck.
whose help?
Yeah,
It's
no,
definitely
well,
a
no.
gray guy
Now,
from,
now
like,
what
up
I've seen the
above.
theory is that like, oh, actually, they were way more advanced, and they couldn't have just been more primitive and done this. They were more advanced than us, but they got wiped out, and that's why we don't have their
so
stuff.
fucking true.
Gotta love
Fucking
that.
idiot,
So
man!
fucking
Like,
true.
how many times have like native people and indigenous people just shown you
Wait,
exactly how
my-
they did it?
My favorite one was in the. I think it was like the first fucking
Like the
episode.
stone moving
There
thing where
was,
they just move it on like an
wait,
angle. It's like
so good.
they
I think it was
showed
like
you.
the sequoia bird, the Sequoia something bird. It's like an Egyptian like bird that some like guy found. And he was like, it looks almost like a plane. Well, when you think about it, it's aerodynamic enough. But the question is, how would they have been able to get enough propulsion? Catapults. So if they put the bird in the catapult and like a trebuchet let it, that's flight. And that's a million years before the Wright brothers. You're telling me they catapulted themselves in the air in a bird?
They said, "Fuck it."
That's awesome. I want to be there.
They did it like
I
a
wanna
glider,
be
just
there.
a cinch. Just
Or why didn't we
yank you up
find
into the
the?
sky.
Why did we find the actual like vehicles? Where'd they go? What they fly out to
know.
space?
No, I
They were
know.
too good.
Atlantis.
Well, my thing too is like when
It's
they
all in
see something
Atlantis.
in like hieroglyphs or like in these like like more like primitive but still like comprehensive like art, and they see these like things and they're like, well, they put it in the painting, so obviously it's real. Obviously that was a real thing, and it's
This
like
makes
it's the
perfect
same
sense.
people who are like, you can't lie on the internet.
Yeah.
It knows that you lied.
It's illegal.
It's like, you
super
know,
illegal.
like some people put shit, like Salvador
It's like the
Dali showed a
people who-
melting clock. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen a real melting clock?
Yes, but it's like the people who believe the Onion articles.
Yeah, yeah.
Who
And
are
they're,
also
and they're like, the Onion is
my
too political.
favorite
and you're like,
people in the world.
they're fake.
Please keep on sharing those. Like the real. You make my life infinitely better.
Yeah.
Like infinitely better. You have no idea. I love to see people repost the Onion article saying this is scary, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait,
This
you
world is
mean-
getting scary.
you mean that 8 out of 10 dentists actually eat the toothpaste?
yeah.
You didn't realize
You
that?
found it not
Oh my
that
God.
tasty. No, what I love too is those are the same people who like. Well, actually, no, they're not. But one of my favorite kind of like hater of the Onion is people who are like,
Hater
the
of the
Onion is
Onion.
like, the Onion is bullshit. It's not even funny. But have you seen the Babylon Bee? And the Babylon Bee is just straight up conservative right wing shit. And it's like, oh, well, no, you're just right. You're just an idiot.
You're
Like
just dumb. You don't get the joke.
Well, it's not even just that. It's just like you're probably just a bigot.
Yeah, you don't want to actually see anything funny or satirical. You just want to hear the same shit.
Yeah,
in your
you're just
echo
hearing
chamber.
status
Yeah,
quo.
you just
Quo.
want to hear Breitbart.
Yeah.
You don't like entertainment.
You want to hear the right's like media version of well, nuh-uh.
Yeah,
to the
you don't-
Onion.
the
like
reason you don't
that's
like-
all they're doing with the
The reason
Babylon
that you
Bee.
don't
It's
like
not
gay
funny.
people is because they're funnier than you a lot of the time. So you have to be conservative.
Yeah, the
Get
Onion
over
does something
it.
funny, but a Babylon Bee thing is like trying to be the Onion, but saying like, "Oh, the gay guy that you saw is actually a disgusting abomination." And you're
Yeah.
like, "That's
The
not a
Onion will be
joke."
like-
Where do I
Most
laugh?
bees found not to have knees, calling into question the famous phrase. And then the
Yeah.
Babylon Bee will be like, trans people aren't real.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God. Like, okay, we were talking about honey. Like, could you just calm
Yo.
down just a little bit?
I'm just having a good time here. Why?
Yeah,
are you,
like-
why are you bringing up
Just-
all the hate?
Yeah.
Why are you making everybody
Mexican
depressed?
restaurants looking into nacho cheese lawsuits because of claims that it doesn't belong to anybody. You know, like that'll be the Onion, and then the Babylon Bee is just like, Trump will be my god. And you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Or no, the Babylon Bee will be like, same person that believes you can't say slurs in public also believes gay people should be able to get
Can you
married.
just can you
They say from their blue hair tower, and you're like, dude, all right,
Okay.
man.
We're
Man,
still
I
on
feel like we're about to.
politics.
Yeah, I'm about to say we're getting into politics.
should,
You know,
yeah,
if
we
we're on
should keep
politics, let's
moving.
just let's watch all the compilations of people crying.
No, no.
I really those make me so upset.
Let's keep on moving.
Are- that
We're
makes me
40
so
minutes in.
upset.
And
You
we've
know
only
what?
talked about
Now
the
we're thinking about it.
election.
Let's bring up the energy a little bit. Let's play everybody's favorite segment on the podcast, which is the Hot Minute Hot Takes.
Hot minute, hot day.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yep.
Huh?
All right, let's do it.
Huh?
Everyone knows how this game works.
Huh?
You get 60 seconds on the clock. Each of us gets 20 seconds to say a hot take. It's gonna be spicy today. It's gonna be really, really hot. And you know what? My skin is starting to singe because I can feel how hot it's gonna be in here today. Are you guys ready to be hot and singy?
Yeah, I'm
Spicy.
fucking
Yeah,
ready.
you getting ready?
let's
I'm
just go.
singed.
Yeah,
Who wants
let's
to go
just
first today? Anyone feeling like they're raring to go first?
I feel like I haven't gone first in a minute. I'll go.
Okay, you want to go
Yeah,
first?
yeah, let's
okay,
go.
so let's go you, me, Nick.
Yep.
Let's
That
do
sound
it.
good today, guys?
Sounds
All right,
good. Let's
we're gonna
do
start in 5, 4, 3, 2.
We should bring back public executions for politicians. I want you to be scared. Now, I'm not gonna say how we're going to decide.
I don't think that's a hot take.
I don't think it should be, but I think that we should make them scared. I think that if you did a crime and you have a position of power and influence, you 100% should be scared of doing something wrong, and you should face ultimate consequences.
That's me actually. Wait. If you're still eating potatoes and not eating the skins, you're a coward and your genes should be removed from the gene pool. Okay? You're
I
a
agree
baby.
with that.
We know that it's still good for you. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's bitter. Shut up.
Is it me? We need more eerie urban legends. I'm tired of all these fucking serial killer podcasts and Richard Ramirez, bro. No, dude. I want some lake monsters. I need
Mhm.
some teenagers disappearing into the fog. Maybe a hook left on the car at Lover's Lane. Like, what the fuck is all this real life bullshit? Bring it back. Make it spooky. I want the real deal again.
I completely agree, Nicholas.
We need
But I
way
think now
more
we're
Yeah.
too,
eerie
like,
urban legends.
I think
There
now
are too many real things to be scared of.
Yeah,
No,
but
so that's I was gonna
the
say,
problem.
but that's where horror movies have gone.
That's the problem.
Horror movies have gone to the thing where
This actually could
ultimately
happen.
the scary thing is humans
Humanity.
and
Yeah.
like humanity and like mankind and Homo sapiens as like a whole.
It's
and-
scary. Yeah, it's
Yo,
really
100%.
scary.
There's terrifying
There's
stuff.
nothing
I
But like,
scary
let's
about
get
it.
want another-
fantastical. I
like,
totally
the
agree.
last,
I
the
want
last
something
like
I totally
urban
agree.
legend that I
Supernatural.
think was like big was Slender Man.
Yeah.
Like
And
that
see,
was
like,
like
that's
that was urban
humanoid.
legend.
But still, that was still cool though. Like
Oh,
this
I know. No,
monster
Slender's
with
so
the
much funny.
tentacles. He's in
a
the
giant-
woods.
yeah,
If you see
giant
him in
tall
your
white guy.
photographs, like he's gonna find you. Like there was a
Mhm.
lot of like cool. I remember really appreciating that as well because I was just like, this is what I'm looking for.
Wait, did people
This
think
is
Slender
good.
Man was real?
Yes.
A lot of people did.
Dude, do you
Yeah.
remember the girl who, like the
There's a
girls
g-
that
yeah,
killed
girls, like,
another
another
girl?
girl,
Oh,
yeah.
almost killed.
Friend
Yeah, no,
over it.
she lived. She
She did
two
live.
girls
She got
wanted to
stabbed, like,
be
15 times.
Didn't one of
like
them
a
just get
servant
out?
of Slender Man. No,
so.
two girls attacked another girl. Third girl. These two girls attacked him because they wanted to become like Slender Man slaves or Slender Man's like
You know, I gotta be honest.
familiar. I don't really know
I
how it
think
works,
it was
but this
just,
other girl lived, crawled like a mile or something, like after being stabbed, found help, lived.
Stabbed
Love it.
her 19 times.
So
you
many
go.
times, lived, and they
I
were
gotta
12.
be honest with you.
They were 12.
I still think that
Committed
the
to
two
mental
girls
health
just wanted to kill this
institutions.
girl, and then they
Yeah.
used the Slender Man thing as a fucking excuse after the
I
fact.
don't think so.
Like
I
it
think that
just,
they're crazy.
I mean, I think that they're crazy.
I
I
think
just
they
think that
were
the Slender Man
just
thing
stupid
was
kids.
just
Yeah.
like
Well, they were
an after
12.
the
They
fact
Yeah.
deserve the
thing.
consequences. They stabbed
Oh,
a girl
yeah.
19 times, but why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
But why wouldn't
That's a joke
That's
of
that's a deep cut for anybody who
Vog.
likes their black.
Why
Mark
wouldn't you stab him
McCarran
39 times in the
after
head?
describing why he stabbed his friend Euronymous 27 times in the back of the
But
head.
why wouldn't you?
One of the girls was sentenced to 25 years, and the other girl 40
Mhm.
years to life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they wanted to be a part
After
of Slender
7 years in
Man's, like,
custody,
kingdom or something.
One of them was released early and will be under supervision until age 37. The other one is in prison still, Geyser. But where?
Ah,
Where got out?
Crazy, man.
And
Anissa
Peyton,
Ware
the
and
little
Morgan
girl
Geyser
who
lured
got
their friend
stabbed.
Peyton Luther.
She
yeah,
lived.
in Wisconsin.
Crazy that she lived.
Yeah, no, literally 19
crawled.
times crawled, bloodied to a highway or something like that.
Imagine
Found
being the
help.
guy who made up Slender Man in Photoshop.
Oh my god! Imagine having no money
God
because of
damn
it.
Yeah.
It's such a
It's
shame.
like the Flappy
Horrible.
Bird guy.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh my
Hopefully he
God,
gets his
yeah,
money.
that's
right. That guy got
Hopefully,
death
like Slenderman man gets his money because that actually is at video games.
Well, he was always after
TV
those papers.
shows. Same man.
True.
Call me the Slender Man.
Just chasing the
Call
paper.
me Slender
Um,
Man the way I'm chasing you for papes.
chasing the
so
paper.
yeah, they've had like so much media that come out
Yeah.
about that. Like that's
Do you have all
some
the YouTube videos
eternity
about
right there.
it, and like
So
the
many.
copy pasta shit. like,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to bring back
Bring
bring
back-
back creepy pastas. That's what we need
Creepypasta.
to do. Yeah. Except
Squidward Suicide was a classic. That was a
Squidward
scary,
Suicide,
scary
classic.
fucking.
No,
video.
but
That was
what are the
great.
creepy pasta guys? Creepy
I like
pasta.
the
He was a predator, like a
Ogre's
real life
Life.
one.
Oh yeah.
Do you like ogres? What?
Ogre is life. The green text.
What?
What is
I don't
it?
know
Is that
what
it
that
is. It's
Are
all
you
ogre
talking
now.
about Shrek is Love?
Shrek is love?
Shrek is life. It's all ogre now.
It's all ogre now.
One day.
So
Are we gonna
I was
react to it?
Sleeping in my bed.
No, no,
'Cause
but
I
that's
don't
a
want to.
green
Shrek
text,
came in
right?
through the window.
I actually don't know the words.
Did it start as a video or as a
I
green
think
text?
no. It was definitely a
Yeah,
text post.
It was
first.
this.
Yeah. My dad hears he calls me a
I
faggot.
was
All right,
only 9
here we go.
years old.
I was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. I prayed to Shrek every night before bed, thanking him for the life I've.
Been given.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
I'm assuming.
Yep.
Been given. Shrek is love,
I'm
I
just a big
say.
fan.
Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a foop. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion for Shrek. I called him a cunt. He slaps me and
You're
sends
gonna
me to
bleep
sleep.
out. Yeah, but you're gonna leave it cunt.
Yeah. I'm crying now. My face hurts. I lay in bed and it's really cold. A warmth is moving towards me. I feel something touch me. It's Shrek. I'm so happy. He whispers into ear. This is my swamp. He grabs me with his powerful ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees. I'm ready. I spread my ass cheeks for Shrek. He penetrates my butthole. Why not just say asshole? You know,
His butthole's funnier.
penetrates my butthole.
Also, I don't want to swear.
It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek.
I hate it.
I can feel my butt tearing as my eyes start to water. I push against his force. I want to please Shrek. He roars, a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love.
Oh.
My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eyes and says,
It's all ogre now.
"It's all ogre now. It's all ogre now." Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Dude, I'll still never forget the video version
Anonymous.
of that coming
What the
out
fuck?
when we were
What the
like maybe 16. Like it came out around the time that we were in high school.
Yeah.
And when the part where he's like Shrek leaves through my window, he literally like
flies.
rockets through,
Yeah,
like he like
it's like
flies
T-poses
through
out.
it, and it's just there's something about that always made me laugh. I don't know why.
What I hate about that entire story, because I really do want to like it, is that it starts off by saying, I was 9 years old.
Yeah,
9, by the way.
9.
What's wrong with you people?
What are you talking?
Yeah, that's
about?
fucked
wrong
up.
with you
That's really
people?
fucked up.
Why
Okay,
would you post that?
there's one
Why
more.
would you start it that way?
There's another green text I want to read. That is
No,
one of the.
please.
It's actually a story I think
Jesus
about. Don't read
God.
it. Don't read it. Don't read it. It's a story that I think about often. Probably twice a year. I think about this.
Would
story.
I know about this?
Probably not. It's a famous green text, but
Okay, you know, I would say that green text was not really my space. I don't like to hang out.
I
with
used to
people.
love reading
I've
green
read
text,
this one
dude.
before.
Okay, then you're gonna get my live reaction
Ready?
on air.
All right. Went to the store on Thursday. Bought a half-gallon jar of pickles. Love me some pickles.
Same.
Eat one as soon as I get home. Tastegoodman.bat.
Love it.
So good I decide I'll have a few more. Walk back to my computer and start to work, but the urge is not sated.
Sated, yeah.
Been there.
Not by a long shot.
Okay.
Come back to life-giving pickle jar several more times.
Okay, maybe a little bit much.
Eat several pickles each time.
but get it.
After an hour, the jar is empty. 400% of my daily sodium never tasted so good. 30 minutes later, I hear churning in my stomach. Not a light rumbling. Sounds like the noise an old tub makes when you suddenly pull the drain. Initiate sprint to bathroom mode. Initiate sprint to bathroom mode.
Oh,
Barely
he's-
get my ass in the
he's
toilet as
he's
a
he's
fucking
robot.
waterfall emerges from my asshole. Never in my life have relief and horror been such close bedfellows. After about 10 seconds of continuous flow, it subsides to a trickle
Ooh.
and stops.
How long?
10 seconds of continuous flow.
Jesus.
Toilet water is green and smells like vinegar. My body didn't even try to digest that shit. Clean up and go back to computer. Thank God that's over. Not even close. 5 minutes later, the rumbling is back, even louder this time. Sprint to the bathroom, lather, rinse, repeat. This happens 5 more fucking
oh my
times.
God, 5 more times.
It's finally all gone. Stomach is concave. I've never had less food inside my body. Completely cleaned up. Cue rumble. Sit on toilet, but it's different this time. I know there's nothing in there. Shit out a tiny amount of liquid. Immediately feel better. Well, I guess there was just a tiny bit left. That wasn't so bad. All at once, burning fire of 1,000 young suns sets upon my anal sphincter. I just shat out pure stomach acid.
Oh.
Frantically wiping my ass to prevent it from melting away like the spaceship floor in Alien.
Yeah.
Crawl and shower. Turn cold water on full
Crawl.
blast and lie prone while gently sobbing.
How do you lie prone in a shower?
Eventually towel off and crawl exhausted into bed at 3 in the afternoon. Sleep 14 hours.
Oh.
In retrospect, was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Love me some pickle.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I really want a pickle now.
Hilarious.
I really
I
want a
actually
pickle
do
now.
too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna pick some up on the way home to be
Yeah,
quite
let's
People
get
are
some
sick.
pickles. Pickle cast next time.
Pickle cast.
I would do it.
Pickle cast.
I get it.
All right. Well, you know what? For the next 10 minutes, it's time for Would You Rather.
Oh, yeah. Today. Okay. So, for today, we got an interesting one. I'm curious to see what you guys are going to say for this one. Ready?
I hate when he says it that way, bro.
I hate that it's sideways this time.
I want a little more room. It got a little messy.
Yeah, it's.
So,
It's complex.
would you rather live through Jurassic Park, but it's Muppets? So like the same shit happens and like people die and they're trying to kill you and whatever. And like when I say live through, You just got to like experience what happens in the movie. There's no like guarantee that you're going to survive. You just have to deal with it, right? But they're all Muppets, okay?
Oh.
So like Cookie Monsters in the water here, like stalking you and stuff like that. And they're all still made out of felt, but they'll eat you, right? So you got that. Or would you rather live in a world where Harry Potter and like the magic and everything is real, and you know that it's real, but you're a muggle? So you can't actually experience any of it. And the worst part is that like, that there's like wars going on and stuff that can like affect your life outside of that, but you're just not a part of it.
The FOMO I would have is insane.
Oh, dude, Harry Potter. I want to just meet one.
I'd commit hate crimes
trans
against
wizard.
the
I want
UK.
one trans wizard just to prove J.K. Rowling wrong in her stupid fucking face.
There you go.
I just want to live through that.
Or
I'll
a minority
take the
character
bullet.
who doesn't have stereotypical name.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Cho Chang.
Cho Chang.
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yeah, Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yeah,
Black
you're a piece of shit, J.K. Rowling. That's kind of crazy. Like, do you not have any black friends?
No.
Yeah, I already knew that. I just wanted to really.
Wait,
just
there's
put that
also
to
like
the
she made
audience.
the two Irish characters to be pyromaniacs, like the IRA.
Yeah. And his name is
Well,
Seamus Finnegan.
that makes sense.
Yeah, Seamus Finnegan.
I don't get it. What are you saying wrong?
So
Up the raw,
Muppet
by the way.
Muppet Park
Oh, Muppet.
or Harry
Oh,
Potter.
sorry, no, Harry Potter. But
I
I
would
do
take the Harry
fucking love
Potter
the
thing.
idea of the Muppet Park. I just love because every single time they eat somebody, it's never like actually swallowing.
It's just
cooking on
gumming
the-
to death.
Gug, gug,
It's
gug,
just
gug,
gumming
gug,
them
gug.
to death, dude.
Dude, imagine just being crushed by a giant pair of hands if you get eaten by the fucking T-Rex.
No, you know what it is? It's a like actually lethal Venus flytrap situation where it just like.
Phil?
Or
What are
I
you
gotta
thinking?
eat you there.
Sorry.
What do you
Oh,
think?
I didn't mean it.
What do you think?
I'm doing the Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah.
Potter, baby.
I told you I'm just gonna go and like beat the shit out of British kids until one of them shows me.
But
you
they
fucking
can't.
wizard.
And what are they gonna do?
What are you gonna
No,
do?
no.
What are you gonna
Talk
do?
about bringing it.
No,
Talk
the
about
thing
bringing a
is-
knife out and get scared.
The thing
Fuck
is,
off.
you guys know that it's real. Like you've
They're
seen
such pussies,
evidence
dude.
of it,
Scoreboard.
but you're just not part of it. Like you can
That's
even,
okay.
you
I'm
can
not
even
part of it now.
have- You could have wizard friends,
Okay.
and they're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, no, the war is getting really bad. Like you guys should probably move out of London." And
Oh
you're
no,
like,
I would.
Why?
Okay, man. Whatever.
No, can I be
Why
honest
can't you
with
tell me? And it's like, yeah, I can't.
I'll
tell
be
you. I
honest with
can't
you.
tell
This is
anything." You're
why
like,
I'm taking
what
it
the
too.
fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Dude,
This
this
is
is
why I'm
too
taking Harry
real.
Potter. Okay. To know about a fantastic, like to be able to say, you know what, there is something fantastical in the world that exists. Like that's such a comforting thing for me because it's like, wow, this isn't all just a moot point and like none of it fucking matters. Like it's all just unfortunately ordinary. But I don't have to bear the burden of actually doing that shit.
Participating in it.
Awesome.
You're gonna choose Harry Potter for a purpose.
Yeah. It's a comfort. Rather than knowing the only thing close to fantastical stuff like the Muppets that we have is actually
Yeah.
a lethal force
Wait.
of chaos. No thanks.
What if I take the puppet off the hand?
There's no hands. They're
they
living,
just
they're
infinitely
living
exist.
creatures.
Yeah, they just infinitely exist within a background.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want the Muppet now.
That's
I
a
kinda
terror.
want the
That's
Muppet
actually
now.
now you talk about like actually having scary lore.
Yeah.
Something
always
that
wanted to do
exists
that.
like there's like water, and no matter how far out it goes, it just
You still have the
continues to
hand.
have body.
There's a script that I want to do like that. Felt World. There's the
That's
like
cool.
what's it called? The like
That's awesome.
David Attenborough style like documentary in the woods.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's all
Wait, I
Muppets.
love this idea,
Like,
yeah.
all of them. Are
Oh, I
Muppets.
bet
Yeah,
the
that was a great
Henson
idea.
studio would love that
Yeah,
actually.
I'd
Oh,
love
fully.
Do you,
to do
you
that.
know, I saw recently again.
One day.
Henson,
Speaking of
hit us
puppet,
up. We'll send you a script in 2 days.
speaking
There's
of
so many
cool ass
things
puppets,
like
bro,
that.
I saw
So
the
many
fucking
things like
they
You can
put
write fast,
out
right?
they put out like a BTS thing of the where the wild things are and how they used like real like life size puppet
Did
like
they?
costume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
all like the live action
I've
where
never
the
seen
wild
it.
things are.
They're
I'll show
all
you.
real in camera.
Yeah, they made them like practical puppets.
Dude, I love puppets. I think that using that, like, I'm always a big fan of practicality. I think that puppets are probably one of the most creative uses to make real creatures, giant creatures, come to life. I fucking
Well, yeah.
love
I mean,
that
it's
shit.
you get it all in camera. You know
Uh-huh.
exactly what it's gonna look like. And again, They all
Oh my
actually
god,
exist
all
on the
those guys
same
are fucking
plane.
puppets.
Yeah, those are
I
all
love
real
those.
That's
puppets.
awesome, dude.
And the
What a
person who designed them did it
horrifying
exactly
fucking
from the
movie.
book. They were
Yeah.
like 1-to-1. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I'm just gonna do what the book
Yeah,
has.
they did Maurice Sendak
Yeah.
style
which
justice.
was
like
such
they actually
beautiful
did it
art
for
and
real.
like such
Oh,
unique
dude,
art.
They're scary.
Awesome.
I hate them.
I love them.
I used to hate
I need to
that book as a
rewatch the
kid.
movie, honestly.
It's super super cool.
You know, it's unfortunate because the first thing that I think about is just the Five Nights at Freddy's puppets and how that genuinely probably probably saved that movie from just like being totally just like
Boring.
garbage. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, but I love all of the actual animatronic things that they have for it, not for scary purposes, but just for like that's artistic.
Mhm.
Like you actually made something look really nice, especially since there were so many other like animatronic movies that came out and they all look trash. These guys actually look like puppets, scary puppets. Although I really want the old Chuck E. Cheese puppets to make a comeback. Those guys are fucking horrifying and awesome. I want some more terrors for the children. Terror for the tots.
Yeah. Children's horror. It's not done well anymore, really.
See, look how like good they look
Yeah,
though.
the-
Because
the
they
lip
added
movements are
animation with
crazy.
them in. Like with them in, but they like it looks so good.
Yeah, they modify the actual image itself rather than having to create the whole body and everything
What
else
is this
like that.
What is this book about?
It's about this guy or this kid named Max
This
who
guy.
doesn't want to
Grow
clean up his
up,
room
and he
or
doesn't
want to
like it
or
live.
anything
He
else
doesn't like his
that.
life. He wants to go and live
Oh
like
my
a messy
God.
life where it doesn't matter. There's
Yeah.
no rules. Like
So
life is
he-
whatever we want it to be, and we live like kings.
Yeah, he sails
This is-
away.
This is just the American population.
Yeah, he sails away
Kind
to a
of.
magical land that's only inhabited by these beasts, the wild things, and he becomes their king. And he has a good time.
why does he
at
become
the
their king?
start? Because he's the wildest one, basically. Like he's able to just like be crazier and like messier and everything than all of the other.
I think it's also he
creatures.
just like said that he was king.
Yeah, he just
They were
declares
all like,
himself
"Ah."
king, and they're like, okay, cool. And then he realizes that they're wild animals.
Oh my
and
God,
all those sorts of things,
Jesus
and wants to go
crazy.
home.
Yeah. You know, so
He realizes they're wild. Well, we're hungry, king.
well, I think it's just to kind of be like a children's story of like appreciate what you have. It's not as bad as you think. There's a reason that we clean. There's a reason that we do all this stuff. Like there's structure.
Do
is
they
a
try
good
to
thing.
eat him in the end?
Yeah,
Sort of.
kind of. Like it's implied like we're gonna come kill you. Like living this way is going to get you killed.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, like, dude, think about the original Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
ugly. I hate at the end.
The kids die, and they don't come back at the end.
I
They
know.
die, and that's fucking it.
Oh, dude, I fucking love old school children's stories because they always end in death. What was
Yes.
that fucking?
Because
children's
it's
book?
almost like
Do you know what
consequences
I'm talking
sometimes
about,
in
that
your
like
life.
German children's book. Stromwell Peter.
That seems like the whole like Black Peter thing.
No. Look up Stromwell Peter. That was like a German collection of fairy tales for kids, and it was always horrifying. It was always horrible. It was like, don't suck your thumb, or else Stromwell Peter will come. And it's like, what does Stromwell Peter do? He cuts off your thumbs, of course.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about.
Struel Peter?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Yeah, dude.
Shock-headed Peter.
I remember.
Yeah,
what
that
you're
was
talking
one of the.
about.
That was one.
Oh
of
my!
the,
Oh, that's Edward Scissorhands.
They did
basically.
an
Kind
updated version of a bunch of older children's like folklore tales and put them into one book. I remember that
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. And they were always horrible. Like there was one story about like the kid who would not eat his soup. And every dinner he would be like, I will not eat my soup. And I will not eat until you give me new soup. And then the mom was like, okay, you're not going to eat. And then it was just like, fine. And then you would be like a week later, he's like, I'm still not eating the soup. And the mom was like, okay, you're still not going to eat it. I'm not going to make you another soup. I'm not that mom, apparently. And then it was just until the kid was like a skeleton. It was like, you're going to
Very
eat your soup
German.
now? Kid can't answer because he's dead. It's like, all right, time to try again.
Interesting.
I'm not German. I
Eat your
didn't make
soup.
it. Yeah, dude. Like they're all
Ich lieber bin
horrifying.
soup.
Dude, I really I wish I knew the fucking story of this like shockhead dude because I'm sure that it was horrible. Like basically the reason that like I don't know, I don't want to say the reason, but like a lot of Europeans are fucked up because of these fucking fairy tales. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to bring a fucked up fairy tale.
Well, their shit's working better than ours.
That's what I'm saying. I think that we need
In
to
some
traumatize
cases.
kids a little bit more. What do we have? Freddy Fazbear?
Children's horror. I'm telling you. Been saying
No,
it for
no.
years.
We have child trafficking.
They
that's
have it over
what
there too.
You know, America has one of the highest rates of child trafficking in the world.
Yeah, I believe it.
I mean,
Just pound for pound, like GDP wise.
pound for pound.
Pound for pound.
I mean, those kids are bigger.
They are pretty. We
They're
got heavier
plumper.
kids.
We got fat
Yep.
kids. I don't know what to
Fat
tell you.
kids.
I don't know why.
Bigger
people
bang for
want
your
us-
buck.
Fucked up.
There's much more to molest. Much more to molest, baby.
And on that, it's been an hour, y'all. So we're gonna start wrapping up.
We're gonna
this
wrap
show.
it up here, guys.
We don't have much really coming out soon.
at
Check
the
out any
moment.
kind of shorts. We might have some sketches, might have some material, just some little bits here and there. We're mostly just
Mhm.
doing some internal work, doing some commercial work on the
Yep.
DL. We're DL trade.
Lots of DL trade. You know what I learned about what painting DL means?
What?
We're gonna end it like this. So, painted DL trade. Apparently, a lot of that is been coming up on TikToks that Phil and I have been seeing, and I just learned it means to shit on a guy's dick.
Yeah, painting DL
Painting
trade.
DL trade. So, if you are DL trade trying to hook up with somebody that you don't want anybody to know about, careful. They're probably gonna shit on your dick,
They might shit on your dick.
and then I don't know how you're gonna.
Because if it's
explain that
not
to your
about
wife.
cheating, then it's some kind of bigoted thing, and we're done with that.
You know what? I think it's so.
So you know what?
funny.
I actually encourage
Yeah, dude. I
all
think
my
it's
dolls out
hysterical.
there, all the dolls out there, start painting your DL trade.
Anybody start paying the DL trade. I think it's so funny to shit on somebody and then just say, "Yeah, you can't use my shower."
Get out.
Go take care of that.
Get out,
chud.
Get out,
You
chud.
just shit on my dick. I know.
Scram, chud.
Go explain it to
deal
your
with
wife.
it.
I bet she'll clean it up for you.
Awesome. Well, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Bay1 Entertainment. You can also follow me on Instagram at phil.omf.
You can follow me on Instagram at nick.bradshaw.20.
You can't follow me.
And
There
make
you go.
sure to check us out on YouTube. You can also go bay1entertainment.com to check out new updates on the website, which we will be updating soon. Gonna have its own podcast corner.
Yep.
Yeah, be good to yourselves. Take a breath, go outside, get some air, walk a little bit, get some exercise. Just as I said earlier, just stay local for a little bit.
Mhm.
Think local, organize local, live local. You can't fix everything. That's okay. Just take it easy. And
I
on
can
that,
fix everything. That's my job.
Yeah.
I'll fix it all.
and
But
on
you have to
that,
give me some time.
we're gonna end this one. Thank you guys for coming out. We'll see you guys next week on the BOE Podcast. See you later. Bow.